Katsarelis of my staff be granted floor privileges for the duration of today's proceedings.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise today to respectfully request bipartisan support from my Senate colleagues on the Cornyn-Casey Amendment, number 931, the Outbound Investment Transparency Act. This amendment would establish a program to provide visibility on U.S. investments going to the People's Republic of China in critical supply chains and technology sectors. Here's what the amendment does. The proposed amendment would establish a program led by the Department of Treasury in coordination with the Department of Commerce that would require U.S. companies planning to invest in national security technology sectors in countries of concern to notify the Department of the Treasury before those deals are completed. This proposal has been vetted by industry, by the Senate Banking Committee, and by the U.S.-China Economic and Security Review Commission. That's the basis or the fundamentals of this amendment. We all know that this year's defense bill that we're going to be voting on today, as we started last week, tackles the toughest national security issues that face our nation. And in technological competition with the People's Republic of China is certainly at the top of that list. Right now, we're in competition with a communist government that doesn't play by the rules. The Chinese government employs economic espionage, and it exploits the United States' open research and innovation to build up its own capabilities. U.S. companies are sending capital, intellectual property, and innovation to the People's Republic of China, fueling its advance in dual-use critical technological areas. A recent report by the National Security Advisor in the last administration, General H.R. McMaster, states as follows, quote, "Outbound investment harms U.S. strategic interests when it facilitates inappropriate technology transfer, when it allows for underinvestment in domestic capabilities or undermines the long-term competitiveness of American firms," unquote.
Good afternoon, friends. Please keep an eye on these upcoming changes. The USDA has announced information regarding the new SNAP work requirements that are set to go into effect very soon. Many payments worth as much as $1,700 are also beginning to go out directly to recipients in just a few days. Friends, to say thank you for being part of this community, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaways, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning these weekly giveaways. According to Yahoo News, the latest changes to the SNAP program go into effect beginning this September 1st, though some policies will phase in over the next calendar year. SNAP benefit changes were authorized under the Fiscal Responsibility Act that was enacted on June 3rd. The act suspended the debt ceiling, but also included discretionary spending caps and changes to mandatory programs to reduce the deficit. The act suspended the debt ceiling, but also included discretionary spending caps and changes to mandatory programs to reduce the deficit. This is including work requirements for the SNAP program. The United States Department of Agriculture has also released new details on the implementation of SNAP provisions in a recent statement. The department goes into greater detail about the temporary increase to SNAP work requirements for able-bodied adults without any dependents, and the new exemptions for veterans, homeless individuals, and youth aging out of foster care. Currently, adults aged 18 to 49 years old are subject to a new time limit. The new act says that able-bodied adults without dependents can receive SNAP benefits for only 3 months in a 3-year period if they do not meet certain work requirements. The Act gradually increases the age of those subject to the time limit. However, the Food and Nutrition Act allows states to request a temporary waiver in areas with an unemployment rate over 10% or without enough jobs. The USDA also provides guidance on the definition of exempt populations. According to the USDA, a homeless individual is one who lacks a fixed and regular nighttime residence, or one whose primary nighttime residence is in a supervised shelter, halfway home, or a temporary accommodation for not more than 90 days. Veterans and former foster youth are also exempt from these new changes. All modified exceptions expire on October 1st, 2030. The United States Department of Agriculture relaxed eligibility SNAP requirements for college students during the crisis, allowing those on financial aid with no expected family support and anyone who qualified for work-study programs, regardless of hours worked. Researchers estimate as many as 3 million college students were added to the SNAP program as a result, but with the public health emergency over, college students already receiving SNAP benefits had to recertify in order to stay in the program under the crisis-era rules. So now many food pantries are bracing for a fresh wave of need, as hundreds of thousands of Americans are gradually removed from the SNAP list. Texas SNAP benefits will begin issuing August payments worth up to $1,691 in 1 week. According to the Texas Health and Human Services Commission, payments vary depending on recipients' household size. Single households receive $281, and an 8-member household will receive $1,691. The funds are loaded onto a Lone Star card, which functions also as an EBT card. The payment occurs automatically, so those with a Lone Star card do not need to take any further action. Low-income households in the state of Colorado who receive monthly food benefits can also expect to see their first payment for August in 7 days. Benefits are distributed starting on August 1st and go through August 10th. Things look a lot brighter at the Federal Reserve than they did 1 year ago, as the central bank kicks off its July policy meeting today. In 2020, inflation was peaking at 40-year highs, and the Fed was sprinting to keep up. So now that inflation has fallen every month since June 2022, major Wall Street firms see only a dwindling prospect that higher interest rates will cause a recession this year, and stock indexes have climbed near levels not seen in more than a year. But with the Fed poised to raise rates this week for the 11th time in 16 months, it is an open question exactly how much their aggressive moves have tamed prices and how much credit should go to other factors beyond the central bank's control. The distinction matters as the Fed debates how much higher to raise rates and scans for signals that its policies are working. Compounding the challenge is that all of the hikes up to now will not hit the economy with equal force or on a predictable timetable. So, dear friends, do you think that the Fed will raise interest rates once again? Please let me know in the comment section below. Well, my beautiful and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Tuesday. My dear friends, thank you so much for being here and for being part of this community. To say thank you, I will be announcing more winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.